If you listen to the whole audio, and go online and find it, folks, this was leaked to the Free Beacon, a conservative publication here in D.C. If you listen to the whole audio, she does say we need to understand this. She's trying to say that, to her fundraisers, we need to understand the discontent and disenchantment. But if you take snippets of this, it seems at times condescending.
Yeah, I mean, this is an extension of something that she used to kind of do on the trail in the primaries, especially as things started getting really hairy with Bernie toward the end. She would say things like, Sanders supporters need to read the fine print. Nothing in life is free. You can't get free college, free healthcare, free this, free that. And that's kind of where she was going with this. But I have to say, I mean, the living in your parents' basement thing sounds like the sort of thing that, older folks say about younger folks when they're trying to basically be like, you don't do anything for what you have. And that's probably the place that she shouldn't have gone. But it does sort of like speak to where they were, 6 months ago when she was trying to convince a lot of Democrats, hey, like, I get why you want this stuff, but it just can't be free.
But it comes at a really difficult time because she is struggling with the millennial vote right now. You see poll after poll showing that a lot of those voters are going to Gary Johnson and not coming to her. These are people who do support Bernie Sanders, and probably the same people that she is putting down there, saying that they're living in her parents' basement. So even if it's a snippet of it, it gives exactly the ammunition that the Trump campaign needs.
This idea that she's saying this to her friends behind closed doors, to donors, just like Basket of Deplorables. Like, she's putting one face forward to Bernie Sanders supporters saying, please come vote for me. And then behind closed doors being like, look at these kids. So that two-faced appearance also is just, that's hurtful.
Basket of Deplorables, fundraiser. This fundraiser, 47% for Mitt Romney, fundraiser. Politicians, take note. Study your history. Donald Trump jumping in immediately. Donald Trump wants some of these voters, and if they don't vote for him, he'll be happy in some states if they go vote for Gary Johnson or Jill Stein. So listen to Donald Trump on the trail, trying to make hay.
Hillary Clinton thinks Bernie Sanders supporters are hopeless and ignorant basement dwellers. Then, of course, she thinks people who vote for and follow us are deplorable and irredeemable. I don't think so.
That was what Trump said is not exactly what she said, not exactly, not close, but they don't blame him, right? That's what you do in politics. You use a little hyperbole to take advantage of what they perceive as an opening. Matt, the Clinton campaign put out a statement saying, as Hillary Clinton said in those remarks, she wants young people to be idealistic and set big goals. She's fighting for exactly what the millennial generation cares most about, a fairer, more equal, just world. It's just not the way she put it in the fundraiser.
She said none of those words. Here's what she really meant. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a problem for Hillary Clinton. She has had problems, sort of uniting the party. But just sort of the context on the campaign is whoever we're talking about is losing almost. I mean, both of these candidates are deeply unliked by the American public. And so Hillary Clinton has kind of won the past week, mostly in the context that we've been talking a lot about Donald Trump, and so I think if she can sort of quickly move past this and sort of get back on Trump, which the taxes give her sort of an easy opening to do.
And it's not like Donald Trump hasn't said nasty things about big groups of people. I mean, probably every minority group has a Trump insult they can throw back at him. So no one has the market cornered on being nice to everyone. So that should be said, because I mean, Mexicans, rapists, Muslims shouldn't come into this country. It go on and on and on.
But if you go state by state and look at the polling, this is one of her glaring weaknesses. We saw her this past week. It's a very methodical, disciplined campaign. They're trying to reassemble the Obama coalition. They look at 2008, they look at 2012. They say if the electorate looks like that, we win, especially if people turn out and vote early. One of the groups you try to get to vote early, Abby, is millennials, because they're not the most reliable. They haven't been part of the system. They're not as invested in the parties. How does she make sure that, does she have to come back to the back of the plane and say, here's what I meant to say, maybe they take offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think she'll probably have to answer for this one way or another, both taking those words that were written on paper by a spokesman and just actually saying them this time. But I also think that they have a lot of other work to do. I mean, some of the stuff is actually the same stuff that she was saying in the primaries, and it's the reason why there are so many hard feelings left over. So the challenge isn't different, it's just continuing on. And for Donald Trump, I mean, any vote for Gary Johnson at the moment is helping him because it's preventing Hillary Clinton from rising higher, but it's not helping him get any higher either. And he has to do both. He has to both bring her down and raise himself up. And I don't really think that this is enough to do it.
But that's what you're also seeing Democrats make a more concerted effort targeting Gary Johnson, maybe not attacking him personally, but making that argument that a vote for Gary Johnson effectively is helping Donald Trump. It'll be interesting to hear Bernie Sanders start to make that argument, if he does, more aggressively, because he is going to be a bigger presence on the campaign trail going forward.
And